You can try doing jaw pops again and again and again.
Let me think here. We're going with the ostrich trick. Feed him off my face here. Here you go, bub. Here.
Oh, getting his ear, getting his ear. I'll reload you, you're good.
Go ahead, bud.
Oh, he ripped your ear clean off.
Good birdie. All right. All right, you guys are...
Oh, that was great.
Shit, I wasn't recording.
Really?
Camera guy got him.
Got him. All right, boom. Let's go to the next one.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
All right, dudes, dudettes, check it out. We're back at Wild Florida again with Andrew,
Yep.
and then Peter. We got Peter too.
Blondie, yep.
We're gonna name him Andrew soon too.
Blondie, yep.
All right, so this is the Andrew that you guys didn't get to see last time. This is the man of the hour. This is the head of the food chain here. And this is the if you guys want to see some other shit, you can go back in the day, go to your Hulu. Like I said, that old TV show back in the day, Wild Transport. I did that with this guy right here.
They're scared. They're being nervous.
That one's not. Hey, Toothless McGee.
Come here. Lex, up. Lex, up.
Is that the one from Robbie's?
Up. Yeah, Toothless, come on.
All right, so right here we have some gigantic Nile crocodiles. So you have East African Nile crocodiles and you have West African Nile crocodiles. You can pay attention to Andrew the whole time. Tell them what you're doing, bud. Do the TV show stuff. Ooh,
Come here. Being lazy.
you got Blondie coming up.
Yeah, there's Blondie, Lex, Toothless is over there.
Is that the Toothless? The foot pop Toothless,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah. Yeah, you were there that day.
Yes, I was.
Come here.
Yes, I was.
There you go. She's still chunky.
All right, so you got these gigantic. All right, so we got, what do we got in here?
There's 4 Niles and 3 Sukas, right? Is that right?
I think so.
All right, so you
No.
have the Sukas is the West now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so there's like been this debate for a long time, and with the Nile crocodiles, they kept, they basically said a Nile crocodile is a Nile crocodile. Then they started trying to split it up. They do the subspecies. Oftentimes with the taxonomy, if there's enough differences and enough separation, they will start to make what's called a subspecies. So we have the same species of animal here. They're all Nile crocodiles, but you have your West African and your East African. So your East African, the Niloticus, right? Niloticus, however you want to say it. You could say it 1,000 different ways. It's spelled the same. How do you say it there, Andrew?
Niloticus.
Niloticus.
I don't speak Latin though.
Hey, it's a Latin language. Nobody's here to tell you how to pronounce it, so.
Say whatever we want, right? I think it's just, there we go. We got Niloticus, Niloticus, Niloticus. Ooh, that's a good shot right there. There's Toothless McGee over there. Yeah. So that's little Andrew.
Yeah. In the summertime, we have them conditioned, so we'll line them up on the rocks. Because it's just warming up, we haven't been feeding them as much, so they're kind of falling out of it. But we'll start getting them to line back up on the rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Andrew to send me a picture so I can pop it up so you guys can see what he's talking about. They do this stationing on these rocks. It actually looks really good. But he's talking about the winter time. So for any crocodilians, alligators, and it's the same thing that I do. When we get into the winter time, these guys can't process their food the same way. They need the heat from the sun to thermoregulate to be able to operate. So it's those scutes, those osteoderms in the back, like we've talked about many times before. And basically what it's doing is giving them the energy to do what they do, to be able to hunt, and it's also digesting their food. So once it gets colder, we'll back off on the food, because if it's cold enough, especially for the crocodiles, not so much for the alligators. Alligators you could feed through. We still back off the food with the alligators during the winter, but with the crocodiles especially, what can end up happening is if there's too much food in there and they can't digest it, that food, not the croc chow, but if you're feeding like a whole meal, like if they do calf legs or meat or anything like that, and that sits in the belly, and they don't have the thermoregulation to be able to process that food could rot on the inside. They go septic on the inside and they end up dying. So let's see if we could separate this here. Let me see if let me get my croc glasses on here. So all your blonde ones are gonna be East African. And your East African's generally gonna have a larger head. Let me see how fucking stupid I am right now. All right.
We have them separated. The 4 Niles were here, and then the Sucus were over there, but they're starting to.
So you got.
There's 3.
Nile,
Yeah.
Sucus, right?
There's 1 Nile
right.
missing, and 1.
Was I at least right on that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I'm a fucking genius. All right.
Oh wait, no, there's 4 Sucus and 4 Niles.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There was 8 on here. Right, yeah. So the Sucus end up, I guess from the looks of it, it looks like they get a little bit of a narrow snout. They get a darker look with these big Niles right here, the big East Africans. These, you can find them as dark as the Sucus, but then you have these big, beautiful golden teeth. These you guys have actually seen before on my channel. These were over at our buddy Nathan Sweeting's place, and then Wild Florida took a lot of the crocodiles over there, and we'll get into that later on. You know, we just wanted them to be in a good place, Nate especially, so obviously Wild Florida is probably like the best place. When are you guys gonna be at the top park in Florida? Probably already there?
It's not a competition.
I think it's a competition. I'm gonna say it's a competition.
Yeah.
I don't care who we piss off. No, they're really slamming it out here, so they're getting up. And anybody that comes in town, they're in St. Cloud, like I said, you can look them up. We put all the links in the description. Now we're gonna put up Andrew, Peter, and Andrew's information up there along with Wild Florida. And then you guys can book, you can't do encounters like this because it's illegal and they don't want to get you killed, but you can do encounters with, like, what are you guys doing now, sloths?
Yeah, we do a couple alligator ones, like our albino alligator training tours, and then the Dine with Crusher. You can go eat lunch with a huge alligator, but you're not like touching them.
Yeah, but you can eat lunch with a giant alligator. The albinos, maybe we'll go to the albinos. We haven't seen the albinos yet, but they have 2 big albinos. They're really sweet, so you can do a face-to-face with those. There are laws, rules, and regulations in place. These are class 1, so for class 1 animals, you have to have the class 1 permit, or you have to work with somebody with that class 1 permit. Where's old Toothless McGee? Can we get him up here?
Over there.
Can you call him?
Wait. No, that's Molly. That's Toothless there. They look so similar. He's a punk. You can see how he's acting. Come here.
All right, so I'm gonna make Andrew recreate something from the past. I'm kidding. We're not gonna do that. It was a good day though. Andrew, I think you probably still have that title. I think Andrew's the only person to ever put his foot in a crocodile's mouth and pop them jawsies. The rocks. Check it out.
Come here.
We're getting robbed.
Oh, what the heck?
I'll let you know if anything exciting happens. You can walk up to them and go see them. Read the card if you want to. Oh, there we go. There's the Toothless McGee over there.
Hey.
You have ostrich insurance on the GoPro?
Good boy.
Yeah.
Shit, did they take it?
They haven't taken it yet, but they might. Are you gonna do it?
He doesn't pop.
You will for your foot.
Nah.
still, that's the worst trick ever. I hated it.
Big boy.
Tell you what, everything I've done, that's like the worst trick I think I've ever done. You got a piece of croc chow.
Yeah, slippery thing.
Two foot. You guys got any balls or anything that you guys are
Nah, we're just popping.
Andrew.
Come here.
Will they take the GoPro?
I don't think so, but I know.
Alright, so you can see the difference between the ones that they condition over there for the shows and these guys. Like Andrew said, they've backed off on the feeding because of the winter time, so they haven't been doing the same old stuff as far as putting them up to station. And they're still being pretty good.
Yeah, can you get up here?
Come on, come on. Come on. What was her name?
Blondie.
So that is Blondie.
Yeah.
And then what's the other yellow one's name?
Lex.
Lex. Alright, so we got Blondie and Toothless here. These are both East Africans. I'd like to get a Suchus over here. That's not.
No.
That is.
That's one.
You gonna come up, Blondie?
Bonnie. Come here, Bonnie. They've been breeding, and we'll probably start getting eggs soon from them too.
Yeah, she looks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thick, 3 C's. Alright, so I'm gonna walk you over here so I can show you the difference. If you look at her head structure and the body structure itself, and then you do that versus the Suchus over here, you can see like a little bit more of an angled head. Like it comes up to a point, kinda. He's gonna bail out. There she is.
Carol.
We got one named Carol.
Yeah.
Carol! Carol!
You bring it in here, we can talk to her.
There she goes. So you could see the difference in the head structure, and it's just minor differences. And over time, what happens is these biologists go out there.
See how wide his head is.
He's a monster. Yeah. But even the Suchus, when they get really, really big, like even as big as these guys, some of them are the same size. I want to say like he's probably about the same size.
He's pretty good size. Yeah, Cairo, here, Cairo, come here. He's long, he's probably 8.5. Cairo. So, yeah, he's gonna be lazy.
Toss him over some, oh, here we go. All right, look, here we go.
Whatever you want, man.
Just one of them?
I know it's not a full case.
Get a Suchus up.
Cairo. That's not a Suchus. She looks kind of Suchus. Her snout's more narrow.
So that's still an east. We want to get a west for you over here. But even so, on the back of their little, right behind their ear flaps, the big things that you see on top of the head, like with Toothless over there, you can see them real big. Those are called the scromotals. Right?
Yeah. They put it in gear, boys.
Yeah, that's how it's pronounced, right? So the scromotals right there above the ear flaps, you can see, which creates that block head. So the scromotals on the East Africans themselves tend to be a little bit wider, a little bit more spaced out. They have a blockier head, and then their heads seem to be a little bit wider and also more of a broad, just big beastie animal versus your West Africans. If we're going to try and get one up, and what you're going to see is the scromotals on those aren't quite as high. They're a little bit closer together, and then the faces themselves are a little bit tighter with a longer, narrower snout. So over time, especially in the geographical locations where they come from, because these are all, like I said, Nile crocodiles, but you have your east and west, so when you split apart across the map, and the biologists will pay attention to this stuff closely, and then over the years, if there's enough changes in certain taxonomic specific things, these biologists will go in there and actually create that subspecies. So, all right, let's see if we can get this one up. We'll check it out here in a second. Boom.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
I don't want you to have it.
That's an east too, right?
Yeah, see how yellow she is?
Yeah. There you go, she's working for it. But I'll do it. There's a little floppy tail. Oh,
Yeah.
floppy tail, I miss you, girl. She looks thick too.
I know, they're all...
So 'tis the season. We got a little tripod here, a little tripod action, and this one's got, I say that because it's missing 1 foot. You probably can't see it because it's in an ant pile right now. Cool thing about the crocodiles and alligators, this is something we haven't mentioned on the channel before. They have a brain about the size of a walnut. Check it out. Check it out. This first, and I'll explain the brain. Yeah. And you can see the arm doesn't bother him at all. He's got a little floppy tail that's that's probably from birth, probably happened in egg, just a little bit of a deformity. Not a huge deal, but the brain on these guys is about the size of a walnut or a thumbnail. So it's a tiny little brain that they got. He still thinks Andrew's got food. And everybody thinks because of that they're not very intelligent. That's actually not the case. These guys, you can focus on Andrew if you want. That's where the action is. And I'll just talk.
Oh, you missed it.
So,
oh, that's my last one.
That's it, bud. You got nothing? I got it. You can grab his feetsies if you want, though. So the brain on these guys, like I said, super small, but they use the entirety of their brain. So humans use about 10% of their brain. So we got just a little bit going on. Here, up. Want the foods? 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 Yeah, I'm not staying. Go that way. So they use their whole brain, and they're actually able to control so much as to go into the circulation of the blood. So they can slow their heart rate down, and then like this one, whenever he got his arm removed, whenever that happened, what happens is this. In the wild, like if I lost my arm just like all this, I had to go to the hospital for like 2-3 months. Cooney! And we're just getting interrupted by everybody today. So when I lost my arm, I had to go to the hospital, and that's got to get fixed because obviously I'm going to bleed out if that continues. For this guy right here, he was able to, well, I'm not going to say able, but he lost his arm. Here, you do it. There you go. So I don't have to lose another arm. So Andrew's in front. I don't want to go to the side of him just because that's their wax zone. So for these guys, when he lost his arm, whenever it happened, if they're in the wild and you lose an arm and you had to go to the hospital or something, chances are you're not going to survive. You're going to bleed out. These guys, if they lose an arm, and there's actually videos out there where I've watched these big giant crocodiles get their arms torn off and they go on like nothing ever happened. And they're feeling pain. They can feel pain. They have receptors all over the body. If you look close to the face, all those little black dots are little micro sensors. What's the actual name for it? What is it?
ISOs.
ISOs.
The intersensory. What? Hey, what's the ISO, Goalie?
What?
What's ISO stand for?
Integumentary sense organ.
Say that one more time, 10 times fast.
Integumentary sensory organ.
It's an IS. I'm gonna go with ISO.
It's a lot easier that
I'd say black dots that sense things.
Yeah.
But basically what it is that they sense like little fluctuations in the water. So if a fish swims by, they can slam it down. But the whole body can feel, but they're not gonna feel pain quite the same way we do. And if that arm gets ripped off, that brain is gonna tell the body to cut the circulation off to that limb so that he does not bleed out. So that crocodile, like if we watched one and get his arm ripped off right now, it would continue moving like nothing ever happened, and it would continue going because that's how they survive. They're built really tough. That's why they're unchanged for virtually a long period of time. A lot of times over periods of time with evolution, animals change, things change. These guys are virtually unchanged for a long, millions of years. I hate saying that because I feel like I'm gonna offend certain people, if you catch my drift there. Yeah. But at the same time, they are dinosaurs. I mean, the birds right there, we got these little ostriches right there, and now we got other critters stealing everything from the cart. But the ostriches are actually closer to dinosaurs than these guys, but these are a modern day dinosaur. They are built the way they are, and they've been like this for thousands upon thousands of years, virtually unchanged, because it's basically perfected. These guys do very well. So some people say that they're dumb, they're not smart, they can't learn, but obviously you see what these guys do with everything they got going on. And they are very intelligent. They do respond, and then on top of that, they use the entirety of their brain to the point where they can actually cut down that circulation. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, so that's the Nile Crocs. If you want to get a big pan over here, we'll say, you guys want to add anything over here? Peanut Gallery, quiet guy.
What you got?
Hey, come.
You guys tell me.
These are crocodiles.
That was so good, bro. I appreciate it. Anybody else got any input else yet?
Yeah, man, come hang out with us in Wild Florida.
There you go.
Always having a good time, so if you love reptiles, we'd like to hang out with you.
And if you're worried about it, the paperwork for his name change will actually be in within the next 2 weeks. So we'll have all Andrews here at the park. You won't have to worry about calling him Peter or Peepa or whatever you call him.
It's confusing.
He'll be Andrew very soon.
That's the criteria, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for a job at Wild Florida, first thing they ask you is if your name is Andrew. So you got Andrew. Now you're an honorary Andrew.
I have to, yeah.
So, but beautiful pond. a bunch of big Niles. You got this one creeping up behind you, did it? Like, all right, dudes, check it out. Go to Wild Florida if you're down. And then guess what? Reach out to me if you guys come down here and you give me a couple weeks notice. I'll come meet you out here too. We'll hang out for the day. Huh? Boom! All right, so we gotta exit. We gotta exit here, stage left, with these giant birds.
Yeah, what
just
time
so
is
you
it?
know.
I just got to make it back to the diet room before animal care
5:23.
locks it up. Because my
Alright.
phone's in there. Or
I gotta
you
pee
guys?
if worse comes to worse.
Never mind.
So these giant pterodactyls that you see here, this is your ostrich. And the interesting part about an ostrich is these guys could kill you real quick. And I've had to deal with these guys before. You guys are actually pretty sweet.
Drink.
What's up, bud? So this is one of the largest birds. And the coolest part is these guys can fly for miles, bro. Miles.
The largest bird, actually.
It is the largest bird, right? So the cassowary is the second, and I think the emu's third, or I might be wrong on that too.
I think emus are second.
And the bite pressure isn't, I mean, it's not fun. I mean, it's not the most comfortable feeling ever, but it's not, I mean, it's gonna break a little bit of skin just because of that scab there, but anything I got food. Do we have anything we can feed these things? Nothing? But take a look at those feet.
Here, whatever this is.
Take a look at those feet right there. So those feet, so on any, that's a pinky. On any normal day, for not, that's a whole finger right there. Well, that's half a finger. That's the half a finger again. All right, you guys, let me get some more of that stuff right there. So if you look at those feet,
Don't back up, bud.
if
Don't back up whatever you do.
he's talking to you.
He likes you.
I got a jumpy camera guy.
He likes you. Look, he's posturing you and everything.
No, guys, stay over here, you greedy.
Look under the wing if you can see it. It's super freaky.
All right,
Where
so,
the feathers are.
yeah, go ahead, knock that out. I'll show these guys.
Fingers. Like 2 little fingers. It's tricky.
Well, I can feed you with my foot if I want. I mean, I can't do all 3 at the same time. And I got the cooney.
These are all yearlings too, so we don't even
These
know.
are yearlings, bro?
Yeah, they get full grown in a year, but we don't even know which ones will be males or not.
Full grown in a year, so these guys are gonna stand
Do it.
way taller than me. Don't steal the Crocs food, bro.
That's why I stand up here, you know, I try to have an advantage over them.
And
Yeah, a little secret, y'all is afraid of birds.
is that way he's up there? So as cool as these things are and as sweet as these guys look right now, in all actuality, these guys could kill you in a heartbeat. No joke. They run fast as shit. If you look at their feet, sweet. All right, so in all actuality, as cute as these guys look, and this is just because these guys are babies and they raise them over here, they can kill you. An ostrich can kill you, no doubt. And what they'll do is they'll charge you, and obviously they're huge, and they got those big ass feet, and they will shit kick you right in the chest. And they can open you up, they can disembowel you, and then they can stomp you to death, which is pretty amazing for a giant bird. But this is, like I said, about as close to a dinosaur as you can possibly get. Hey, not this scar, bro. Wow, man, you already got the half a finger, like dudes. Brian, you want to stick your finger in one of these things, man?
You should do it at least once in your life. It doesn't hurt as bad as you think.
I mean, it's like getting your hand slammed in a tiny door.
It's like way scarier than it actually feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it all the time, dude.
I feel like I'm the most popular guy here right now. Check this shit out. All right, one more handful, because this will be we'll do a short video for this. Making friends at Wild Florida. What are you guys doing? You want to make out? All right, cool. You got Al. All right, oh, we got another one.
We got another friend.
Come on, bud. Hang it. Come on. I don't mind, bro. No discrimination here, bro. Take all kinds, bro. Wish you guys had better aim because you suck at this. Go get him. Go get him. Go get the
You throwing grain at him?
we got the other Andrew now torturing the camera guy.
Dude, this guy smells great. I love him.
He really likes you, dude.
I can smell fear, bro.
Stand
up to him.
It smells like sweet feet.
There's something about it. There's something about it. I think he just really likes you, Brian. Like you should just come over here and give him a kiss real quick. Bro.
No, I'm good.
I'm doing this. They're totally sweet, bro. It's just a big murder bird at the end of the day. Does anybody know any real facts about ostriches so I can stop looking like an idiot over here?
They run 45 miles an hour.
So an ostrich can run 45 miles an hour.
They're taller than any person ever.
Taller than any person ever, except for Larry Bird. I think he gets that one. Oh shit! I just made
Taller bird.
a taller bird.
A taller
I just punned it out. What's up, dudes?
What's that? Oh.
I'll feed him to the ostrich if you want.
We'll take it.
Oh, who's Kobe? Does he deserve it? No, we didn't. We did no intro. This is just raw footage for you guys, just because we were walking out and we got bombarded because they saw a cart. So obviously they're gonna come over here and do what they always do because they know these guys. So we got Cooney Pig. You're gonna want to get closer. He's over here cleaning up the scraps with these guys because they're terrible at aiming. He's really good at aiming for that half a finger though. All right, there you go. But get him in the butt. Get him in the butt.
Yo, tell Kim.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, this is the most fun you could possibly ever have, and we're about to go do something that you guys are gonna be able to do yourself if you come here. I'm not gonna ruin the surprise. It'll be on the next video, but that's a little teaser for you guys. But let's end the ostriches here. There you go. A little Cooney Pig gets his. All right, here you go. Last one. All right. So there you go. That's the big old giant ostrich that runs 45 miles an hour. If you guys want to learn anything about the ostriches here, I got this cool thing. It's called the internet. You can go on there. You can search these guys up. You can find out anything you want to know. But the key to it is to actually find out which research that's put out there that's actually correct, because the internet is the internet and anybody can post up anything. So I can go on right now and make a whole care sheet on ostriches. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about ostriches. So you could be following my care sheet and then you could kill every ostrich you ever own. But that's why Wild Florida's out here and they have their people that know what they're doing. So I do have more of my fortes. Obviously I know what an ostrich is, it's just not my forte. So I don't speak on things that I don't know, so I'm not going to give you any particular information because I'd be lying to you. I'm not going to do that either, and I don't have the need to really know everything all the time. Here, buddy, here, right here. I kind of want to feed him out of my mouth. I feel like
Oh,
he's gonna
please. Do it. Come on.
Please. He's going to catch a lip. Like, how would we even, how can we make that happen?
You gotta fill your mouth with that stuff.
How can we do like an ostrich trick? Bro, listen, we're about to do a trick, bro. You got to like...
You can try doing jaw pops again and again and again.
Let me think here. We're going with an ostrich trick. Feed him off my face here. Here you go, bub. Here.
Oh, getting his ear. Bro, I'll reload you. You're good.
Go ahead, bud.
He ripped your ear clean off.
Good birdie. All right. You guys are...
Oh, that was great.
Shit, I wasn't recording.
Really?
I got it.
Got him. All right, boom. Let's go to the next one.
Let's do it.